So yeah, like the normal guy, like what a guy who's what would they be doing? They'll be in like school now. They'll be unemployed.
Right now they'll be in school trying to figure out what's next in terms of like who just graduated. Others are just trying their best to impress other people, and mostly it's either girls. Because mostly girls, they always want this and that, and I don't know why girls always expect us to have everything at this age. You know, like a car, you should have money, you should have a place on your own. Like, my nigga, I'm like 24.
Like, dudes. The thing is, I get it that those trust fund dudes, or hey, look, yo, son, or guys who just happen to be well off, or guys who are lucky enough to start businesses. Stuff. But the average guy is not like that, right?
You see. And we come from different backgrounds, you know. But at least give me credit for trying to make something out of myself rather than just do something else, you know. At least every day I wake up to be a better person, you know, better version of me. So might as well accept me and then push me or support me. So where now you be like, okay, cool, I'm proud of you. You know, looking at how far you have came, you know. Okay. So there's that standard of guys being judged in their 20s, or well, just in general, about how much they make, right? Do you think, like, on the flip side, it's fair that we judge these women based on how attractive we find them? Because in the same way they're like, you need to have money, we're like, girl, you need to look good, you know what I'm saying? Do you think that's fair? You think that's okay? Yeah, I'm looking at the fact that girls go through the most. You know, like,
they do.
There's a lot. Sucks too, but I mean, it's just how we are built. You can't change it, but also it's not a good thing, and we shouldn't be proud of it, but it's just in our nature to want things from them or expect them to do everything. But then what do you think we should be looking for, like, especially as a person? In your age group. Because I feel like the older you get, you kind of look for different things. When you're in your 30s, 40s, you're looking for, kids. You're looking for how well she can, keep a house and stuff like that. But in your 20s, you might be looking for something. Are you looking for something? Like growing up, at first, it was more about looks. Less personality and character. But nowadays I care less about looks, because I mean, looks fade away, but if I get someone who I can connect with, it will never work out, rather than to find someone who I really like her personality.
Facts.
So I think that the older I got, I realized, it's never about looks. So I wouldn't expect much from a woman. At least she should care, just like me. That's it, that's all I need. Like, I totally agree with you. Like, I've once literally, not walked out on dates. I've like been on a date and know that I'm not calling this girl back literally because it's boring. She's got like nothing to say, guys. Nothing helpful to say. If there's no connection, it will never work out. As much as people say opposites attract, if there's nothing there, like interest, beliefs and just everything, it doesn't make sense. I don't think you should suffer. You'll be robbing yourself from a good person out there. Trying to compromise,
Trying to find something that
will make sense out of nothing.
So then, I don't know, this conversation is like, it's really pivoted onto dating and whatnot. I think that's really relevant for like guys our age, because in the 2020s there are no rules. Okay, fine, there are rules, but they seem to be a lot different than like maybe 10, 20 years ago. So how do you go about it, nowadays in a way that you end up not having to make another song like that? How do you go about it now?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, like what's... I don't know, you troubleshoot. What's the most annoying thing about getting to know
the person?
Yes. Right, like something that you're like trying to like, we don't do that anymore. I'm trying to not do this anymore. Like, because you mentioned the whole, remember we've talked before, you mentioned like how it ends up being like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like the talking phase lasts forever, and then it just goes tank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
well, nowadays, like I've said it before, it's like a routine, you know. You meet someone on social media, talk for like 2 weeks or a month. She comes over, I'll have sex. Next week, there's nothing to talk about. Because literally, you've done everything that literally took some of our parents maybe years to get. And we never gotten at the point to be intimate without having sex, you know, like having to know each other well.
Yeah.
Because literally, you can find maybe that person going on a relationship like a week ago, but already she wants to be in a relationship. She finds you in a state then already ready to find someone. But then she's damaged, or she's still healing, but she's trying to use this thing as a healing mechanism. But it will never work out because maybe you can find she's still hung up on that nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me? Then when that's another one, there's no love, it's just lust. You see?
Yeah.
So that's why I think relationships never work out, because they never find time to like love themselves first. You know,
healing.
They want someone to love them instead of loving themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oof, gosh. And then it comes back to that whole thing of emotions, right? Because like being able to express is one of the first ways to be able to heal. So that's on guys. I don't know if we got to talk about guys' part, but what do you think would be a helpful way for the ladies or guys or whatever, just people in this thing to get to love themselves, as you're saying?
I think we should always give ourselves time to reflect, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like my aunt and my uncle, I think 2 weeks ago, or not 2 weeks, I think a week ago, they gave me an advice, me and Mark. They told us we should always find something we love first, you know. And after that, eventually love will come, you know. If you go out trying to look for love, it will never come. Because you're not even giving yourself time to like appreciate yourself first, you know. Immediately when you do that, you can offer something to someone, because now you're bringing something instead of trying to find something in that person, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think people should do that.
Give themselves time.
They like themselves.
Yeah. That's really good advice.
Yeah.
I like that you're able to strike up such a conversation with uncle, aunt, uncle. Yeah. Okay. I love that. What would be your particular advice to anyone like, you know, your age, our age, you know, just young guys out there doing their thing? Because, you know, especially this time, it's like really, it's wild. It's difficult. The racks aren't, you know,
coming up like
they ain't coming out like that. You know what I'm saying? So what would you think you would want to tell these guys?
Firstly, foremost, I'll tell them to love themselves.
Yeah.
I know it sounds corny and stuff, but like it's really the most first thing you should do as a person. Love yourself, you know, be yourself, because a lot of people are trying to fit in, you know, looking at the times and everything. Just be yourself and check up on your friends, you know, check up on your family. And whatever you do, don't quit. You know, whatever you're doing out there, just don't quit. You know, it gets better with time, and yeah, man, life is good, and yeah, that's all I can say. Yeah. I'm getting vibes of, what is it, The Morning Story? Yeah,
dude,
that's what I'm at.
Your feel good music type thing. Yeah, feel good thing. Yeah, shout out to you. Can't wait to hear that next thing. It's hot. It's hot. If I say so myself, that thing's hot. So yeah, man, just thanks for coming on. And this is,
thanks for having me, man.
Dope. Oniro podcast. Shout out. Stay tuned for the next one, guys.